is ready.
You, Ali G, have been found guilty of the charges of graffiti and dealing and boning too hard and being the baddest gangster that Staines has ever seen. I, by the power invested in me by the state of Berkshire, sentence you to death by 5 billion votes of the electric. Pull the switch!
All your electricity is done. Is giving me more power to do electric boogaloo. Now, me dedicate this show to all the people on death row in Britain. Me has read your letters and whatever you has done, you don't deserve to fry. Because, and I don't want to scare people out there, but electricity ain't just used to power windmills. It is also used to fry innocent gangsters. So I is making a plea now to President Blair's. Please stop elocution in this country. There's a long history of injustice in this country. The Birmingham Six, the Guildford Six. And me myself was a member of the Staines Seven, who was all made to do gym in our pants for walking on the all-weather pitch with non-regulation trainers. And I will do it again tomorrow. You will never crush the Staines Seven. Anyways, in my quest for justice, me got to fly out to the USA, and they even let me go economy class. So check this. Peace. Over 15 murders happen in the US every second. That is a well-scary percentage. And when the coppers can't handle it, they're calling this special branch called the FBI. I lean the FBI, I lean the FBI, boom! I lean the FBI, I lean the FBI, boom! So what actually is the FBI?
The FBI is the FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. It's about 80 years old. It was created in the early part of this century.
What is interrogation?
Interrogation really means questioning a suspect.
When I need to find some info from, like, Little Rick or whatever, take his head, put it down, and, excuse me French, I do a gaff on his head, and then he will speak. Do you think you could use something like that?
When we're trying to interrogate a suspect, we use a certain amount of psychological pressure.
But if that failed, would you not consider gaffing on someone's head?
No. I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
That's what I've seen.
But it doesn't happen nearly as often as the movies would make you think. I might suspect that you're engaging in criminal activity. And you're using...
How would you know?
Well, say one of my informants tells me. They tell me, you know...
From Berkshire Police?
Or someone on the street that I know tells me that they think that you're selling drugs out of your apartment, out of your flat.
That ain't true.
No, but if one of your friends tells me that you're selling drugs...
Who?
No, just for example, if one of your friends tells me that you're selling drugs, and then another one, and then another one of your friends tells me that you're selling drugs, then we can take that information and go to a judge and say, we have reason to believe that Ali is selling drugs.
I ain't.
No.
I ain't. Who's been grassing me up? So, do you do stuff with the mafia?
Yeah, we organized crime, we refer to it as. One of the more day-to-day kinds of crimes that the mafia is famous for is stealing shipments of merchandise
For real.
So if you and I hijack a truck full of Tommy Hilfiger sportswear, if you and I steal that merchandise and sell it on the street,
why is he talking about this on camera? You know we're being filmed.
Oh, no, sure. But I mean, it happens all the time. This kind of thing goes on all the time. I mean, you and I make $25,000 a piece.
Do you want to talk about this after?
No, I'm just using this as an example.
All right. Okay.
Just using to make a point.
Okay, so what is third-degree murder?
If I come walking into my house and I find you there in bed with my wife,
that ain't never gonna happen. I swear to you today. I mean, I don't know what your wife looked like or whatever, but I swear, I would never do that to you. Even if you was my worst enemy or whatever, I would never do that.
Hypothetical. I'm so angry when I see this that I take my gun out and I shoot you, and then I shoot my wife.
Well, I'll shoot you first.
Yeah, right. No, you don't have a chance because I'm faster than you are.
For real, I was busy boning your missus.
And I have a gun and you don't. Right. So that's murder. I have no legal right to murder you because you're in bed with...
Just because his eye slipping one in. Check this, we're now in a place called Ogan's Alley, which is part of the FB training thing, innit?
Yep, this is the FBI Academy's training complex. It was opened in 1987. The instructors in Hogan's Alley will teach you how to
how would we
knock
go
on the
in
door.
here?
It's the FBI. No, you can't kick the door. You don't come in. Once again, you are an employee of the FBI, like but that's in the movies.
So let's say I get someone here, and I have to get down there. And then I still got another, and then... it's a bog. It's a bog in here. It's a bog. This is not a real person. Just punch him in the face. We're looking at. We're looking at. Shut up. Shut up. Take that look off your face. What is your job?
I'm the assistant director in charge of all the criminal investigations of the FBI.
I know you ain't supposed to talk about it, but everyone out there wants to know about it. What is Studio 54?
That's a nightclub in New York City.
For real, but what's in the basement? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're...
You know what it's talking about, like long bodies, massive eyes, tiny nose, you know, dong done in a knot, you know, big long fingers.
Is this something from the X-Files?
Dong, 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 dong. Do you ever get calls in about aliens and all that kind of thing?
I've never gotten one.
Because my mate Ricky C, he was coming back from the staying station and he was going past the Elmsley Centre and he suddenly felt this thing grab him and, excuse me French, go up his exit hole. And the next day he found himself in this trolley at the back, you know, near the buses. How do you explain that?
I don't know anything about it, I'm sorry.
Young people out there, if they want to join the FB, what should they do?
They should stay away from drugs, they should go to college, and they should study hard.
And if they got none of those 3 years, they got a chance?
They don't have much of a chance.
Selector. This week on the Wheels of Steel, doing a version excursion, mixing and mashing it up, Steve the Force, a.k.a. DJ Manslaughter. Easy now.
Easy now. Oh, y'all going with them talks, star? Y'all going like an idiot, man. Fix up, no, man.
Definitely.
You rascal.
Oh, thank you very much. Now, our guest tonight is an Egyptian man who I got on because I hear him pay you 20 grand and put you up in the Ritz every time you ask a question. So look like this could be a nice little earner. Big it up for Mohammed Al-Fayed. Lovely to see you, please sit down, sit down.
Nice.
So tell me, Alf, how much is you worth?
Last year, my tax contribution was 118 million.
I bet you is so rich you always supersize your Burger King, all right? I bet you always go large even if you ain't that hungry, you know? You just say whatever, 40p, whatever, you know, give it to me.
All right, that's all right.
Is you rich enough, Mohammed, that you have someone to clean your balls?
It's possible.
It's possible?
Yeah.
Because I know me need a whole workforce to clean mine. and that ain't because they is dirty, that's because they is so big.
I will send you my own cleaner.
For real?
Yeah. And they have a special hoovers. Will he suck the balls off?
I think I'll just have a bath, actually. I don't know whether you know this, but Neil Hamilton came on this show, and because I like you, I want to tell you what he said.
Yeah.
He said he saw you wearing knickers and a bra and singing, la, 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 I wish I was a girl.
He's the one doing that, not me. He's very famous for that.
Really?
Well known, yeah.
So what would you say if you saw him now?
Nothing. For me, he is nothing.
Well, please welcome on Neil Hamilton! I got you sussed! You thought he was coming out!
It's okay, no problem.
You thought he was coming out,
I
didn't
saw
you?
him in the court for 5 weeks. It's no problem.
Is it true you was after a British passport?
Not really very important, you know.
So how come you ain't got one of these passports?
Because the bloody politicians have no conscience, have no dignity, have no honor, right? To understand, you have to find us, right?
I tell you what.
Yeah.
Because I like you more, I'll put you in touch with my mate Dave. He can get his hands on loads of passports. This one is 70 quid.
Yeah, 70 quid.
This one is 30 quid because you have to pretend to be Bangladeshi.
Yeah, I'll take this one.
It's going to cost you.
How
mate.
much? 50 pounds?
Yeah, for real.
Okay, 50. It cost me now 100 pounds to come here.
Very, very nice. You can come on every week.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, Mo, what ways has you thought of improving Harrods?
It's now the ultimate place in the world. You don't know that? It's already been improved.
Has you ever thought of selling everything for £1? Because it is a very good way to get customers in. There's a shop in Egham that does that, and it's always full.
Maybe next sale I will do that.
Do you shop at your own store?
Only after hours.
Can I give you a tip?
Yeah.
Try Argos. Same thing, quarter of the price.